What is going on, guys? JFC here. It is going to be an interesting day on the markets today. I am sitting at 29k right now. I basically just bought a bunch of stuff. I bought fodder, bought some cards to possibly flip with. My cards are up in price right now for the most part, but we obviously today have the possibility of the icon or hero SBC coming, which is kind of preventing the market from really shooting up like it usually does. It is rising right now. Let's go have a look at our graph. So if you're new around here, basically what usually happens on Mondays is the market tends to rise because there's a ton more buying power into the market after Sunday rewards because of squad battles rewards and weekend league rewards kind of being finished. We are kind of seeing the market go up just a little bit right now. If we go to FUTBIN popular here, you can kind of see the popular meta players are maintaining value at the bare minimum or going up right now. And that's even with the kind of uncertainty that's being caused by the possibility of an icon or hero pack coming today. I personally am not really sure that it's going to come out today because we're probably going to get upgrade packs today. It's Monday's usually kind of that day. We get icon content usually on Sundays. So now obviously things can change, right? Like it could be an icon pack. You can't rule anything out for sure. But if there's nothing today that comes out that's like as big as an icon upgrade or a hero upgrade pack, the market is just going to keep going up. Like this Robert Tone card, everyone is like wanting to try this card out, right? And he's almost like he's 69k basically right now, 69.5k. It's a really nice price. And if we look at what he was, like this guy fluctuated hard. He was on like the high 50s for a while, and I didn't think about really buying him because he was brand new, but he's fluctuating back up. He's like a 70k right now. So we're definitely seeing some of these cards like have some pretty nice rises, especially the golds. I bought a Kevin De Bruyne at about 130k. Right now he's 147 probably once this one sells. Obviously, so the question is right now, if you guys have players that you invested in terms of like meta golds or special cards or whatever, if they're up, do you take the profit or are we waiting until after 6 p.m. comes out? And if nothing comes out, these guys probably go up even further into tomorrow. So do we sell or are we holding it and risking it for the biscuit? Well, only you can answer that question if you have some of these cards. If you got profit, you want to take the profit, can't blame me at all. I'm always an advocate for just taking the profit on cards. But at the same time, I think we haven't seen like a big market rise in a little while. I would not be surprised if we get no content today that's worth a panic, basically, that we do see the market go up quite a bit. Okay, let's look at my trade pile because I want to show you guys who like I'm investing in. I showed you guys the Cancelo and Phillips's yesterday. Phillips's I haven't really worked out yet. Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, 130 I bought him for. Valverde 34.75, and I think Valverde is 40k right now. Yeah, so Valverde is having a really nice rise. Even the rise with like still the uncertainty of the icon or hero pack. So why I picked like these certain players like Valverde and De Bruyne is because of fluctuation trading. I made a video yesterday about this. These types of players just seem to like go down during the night and then rise up later. Like if you look at hourly graph, you basically can kind of like see this for yourself. At his highest point, like on Saturday, Valverde was like at 42, 43k. And yesterday he was almost there, but as you can see, he was down at like 37.6. It says right there. But usually when it says that on FUTBIN, you can always get it for a little bit cheaper than that. And I wanted to pick La Liga players a lot. Right now, like I have a Jesus Navas. I've got one PK, I think. And the reason I did that is because of the Tellez SBC, because of the Robert Tone card, because of the Alaba SBC. There's a lot of La Liga hype right now. If there is a market dip today because of it, say an icon SBC or a hero upgrade does come out and we see a bit of a market dip, we only should see it for a little bit of time. It shouldn't last like for very long. What I would do is I would look at maybe some La Liga cards here, like a Valverde, gets panic sold a little bit. Yeah, Marcus Llorente gets panic sold a little bit. Eder Militao, Koundé, some of these guys, Frankie de Jong. I would definitely look and see, and if you like the price, think about buying in, because if you look at FUTBIN popular here, it's actually crazy how many La Liga players there are in like the top 20. Robert Tone, Tellez, Correa, Mendy, Dembele, Alaba, Benzema, Vinicius, Valverde, Rudiger, Lamar, and Llorente, all in the top 22. So I don't know how many that was, but there's so many La Liga players right now that this is definitely one of the most hyped leagues. So that's something I would definitely look at if we do see that market dip today for a little bit after 6 p.m. content. Remember, we always see a little bit of panic right before and after 6 p.m. content. It's definitely a decent time to look at cards and fodder if we see a bit of a dip, if something does come out that causes a little bit of panic. Because I would definitely expect the market to like rebound pretty quickly from that. Maybe it won't rise as much as it would have if there wasn't that content being released, but I think there's still going to be a lot of room for a market rise going into like Tuesday morning. So just hop on FUTBIN today, like look at the popular page, kind of just get to know some of the prices a little bit. And if you see anybody that's down, just go ahead and don't be afraid to buy some cards. But let's talk about SBC fodder. Now, many people have SBC fodder. I've got a shit ton of fodder. It is actually going up a little bit right now as we speak. 87s are like approaching 17k. 88s are approaching 23k. 89s are just above 30. 86s, about 12.5 on average. 84s are right about that 2K mark. Fodder it's like slightly up, but obviously not as much as it would be if like a big SBC dropped. And if you're making a shit ton of profit, you can go ahead and sell, but I personally would not right now. If we get a hero upgrade pack, I just personally think they're gonna go up higher than this, so I would not sell. Like obviously, like if you were at the prime buy time and Tony Cruz, you bought it like 18-ish K, he's at 23K today. Like I can't blame you for taking that profit, but at the same time, I think there's a chance that 88s go to 26K instead. But of course, if we get no content, like say the hero or icons don't come out for another week or something like that, these guys could dip down a little bit. You just have to be patient with these fodder cards, right? Try not to jump at like the first sight of profit, because odds are you're going to make profit on these cards. It's just a matter of when you sell. I personally am going to hold on to it until we get like a big SBC that comes out, or these like shoot up in price for a different reason. So yeah, if you're not invested in fodder yet, you probably can still get in on bid. Maybe you probably missed the boat a little bit to make like a lot of profit, but you probably can still make a little bit of profit. If you want to go in on fodder, I just buy like 84s maybe instead. Another possibility, by the way, is that I want to like just throw this out into the wind. 83 rated players obviously this year are like worth nothing, and because we have an icon SBC that's max 86 overall leaked, they're not going to make that very expensive, right? Because most 86 overall icons or lower are not that good. There's like a couple decent ones, but most of them are below average probably. There's a chance that we see an 83 rated squad like thrown in to that icon upgrade. If that happens, these guys probably will rise a little bit. Now 83s are like super supplied this year. It feels like you get 83 rated players a lot in packs, so that's why I think these guys are just, they don't move, because there's so much supply of them that I don't love that investment, but like that is just something that could happen. They could go up. I just like the 84 to 89s way better, and that's what I would stick to. And as of right now, it just looks like they are rising. So yeah, hop onto the market today, because here's Correa. Correa is going up right now big time. I bought one of him. I think it was around like 36K. His lowest, yeah, so I think I got him right around his lowest, I want to say. Yeah, right there, 37.25K on average there. So there's going to be a lot of room to make coins in this market today, for sure. If we don't see that big SBC come out, I would definitely expect the market to keep going up into Tuesday morning. So our team of the week's rising in general right now, or is it kind of just Correa? Looks like they're rising a little bit. Like Cancelo was sitting at like 130 when I bought him. He's 138. I still think Cancelo is a great price to buy, bro. Even if like he doesn't go up, 138K for this card is crazy. I love Cancelo in game. His gold is still 91K. I think out of packs, Cancelo will do pretty well. Tomori is up right now, 178K. It says he was at like the high 160s earlier. So the team of the weeks are actually doing really well. For future reference, team of the weeks on Sunday nights, because of like FUT Champs rewards, because of team of the week packs, always get supplied overnight on Sunday or late Sunday night, and then they pretty much always rebound on Monday. Like Frimpong, I think actually rebounded a ton, right? Frimpong might have been like 14K. He was, yeah. So I mean 15.75. I remember seeing some at 14, and he's up to 18.5. So these team of the weeks are doing really well rebounding. Let's just take note of this for any meta team of the week cards in the future, that this pretty much happens like every Monday. And this is even happening right now with a little bit of a panic of like a big SBC coming today. So on weeks where we don't have that panic, this is going to be especially a great investment. So look at that in the future, and we'll talk about that as well on the channel for sure. So I think that's all there is to say. A lot of today is just going to be waiting and seeing for content and seeing what the market's going to do today. In summary, if we get good content that's hero or icon related, probably not an icon player SBC, but an icon upgrade SBC, if we see those two things, we should see a little dip in the market because of just panic. You know, people selling cars to try and do the SBCs or whatever. We usually see panic when some SBC like that drops, but I do expect it to rebound pretty quickly. Wouldn't freak out too much if some of the players in your team are down like right away after 6 p.m. or for an hour or two after, because I think they'll rebound right away. And if there's no big content today, then I would expect just like a straight rise to happen. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen on the market. If you have any questions down below, feel free to leave a comment. I will do my best to answer all of you. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next video very, very shortly. Peace.